Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Chargers are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Broncos, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with. With kickoff straight ahead, let's check in with the two men who will be calling tonight's game. So we say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Mission Valley area of beautiful San Diego, California. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Denver Broncos and the San Diego Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers.
I'm actually old enough to remember him hitting the league, and so many people are talking about his throwing motion at the time. A little bit unorthodox. No one talks about it anymore except in admiration. The ball gets to the target really well and usually with big production.
Rivers to throw it. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And that'll bring up second down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers, and you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations, so he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it, because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to.
And that will be caught. It's Inman for the Charger touchdown. Dontrell Inman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the defending Super Bowl champion Broncos on offense now. They're led out by their quarterback out of Northwestern University. It's Trevor Siemian.
This young man is near and dear to my heart. I saw him play in high school. Olympia High School in Orlando, Florida, where he was a prolific passer, real smooth in delivering the football. Had to sit a while at Northwestern before he got his chance to be a full-time starter. Showed his potential. Drafted late in the process by Denver. And now he's got a chance to be a starter in the NFL.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Siemian. He's got it to Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. This is Booker, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
Now Simeon. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step away and come back to San Diego after this. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Surveying the field. All kinds of time. Going up top. So they took a shot there on third down. Couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
So on fourth down, here's Brandon Fields to kick this one away. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out come the Chargers. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, Rivers again. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. The Chargers are on top, and we'll come back to San Diego after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does As he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now Rivers. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. His pass caught at the 4. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Dontrell Inman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The return comes now from Jordan Norwood. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
On play action, they'll throw. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into San Diego territory. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Booker on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Running again, and again it's Booker. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Simeon. Johnson with a completion over the middle. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And McManus able to put it through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. Certainly their offense has sputtered here a little bit in the first half as they finally do get on the board, but they only have 3.
Well, at least it eases the frustration a bit, doesn't it? Be able to get some points on the board, feel a little bit better about themselves as they go into the locker room and try and regroup.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Travis Benjamin and the rest of the troops heading back out there now on offense. And we roll tape now on his solid performance.
And what we've been seeing so far is a great combination of finesse and aggressiveness in running his routes and making plays. That's what you want in any type of a receiver. The guy knows exactly what to do on a given play and ends up making the plays that help your team win.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Rivers on 1st down. It's hauled in here by Edmonds. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And a right side completion here by LaFell. And he's brought down. Give him 16 on the pickup. Good enough for a San Diego 1st down.
And those 1st downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. From the red zone now, Rivers. Can't find anyone open. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Chargers are happy to be in front, and they'll look to play another solid half of football. The Broncos know it's always hard to come in and get a win on the road, but they're not out of this one yet. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. Chargers taking the field for their opening drive. Benjamin's the target here. Chargers have it later on the drive, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 13-yard line. The connection is made in the middle of the field. He caps off the 7-play drive with the score. The Chargers up by a touchdown. Chargers have it early in the second. Benjamin's able to haul in the contested pass. Later on the drive, and the pass and catch will end up going for 21 yards. Pass coverage will break down here, and after the short pass, he'll score. Chargers line up at the 13. The pass ends up being picked off. Stewart's happy to come away with the pick and end the drive. So that's it for us. We'll go back now under the lights for the second half of this Thursday night matchup.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Right back to Booker. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On the carry, it's Booker. A beautiful fake. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
A second down carry for Booker. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Simeon, but he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Simeon. Johnson with a completion over the middle. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Here we go. 339.
Back to throw again. This is Booker on the dump off. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding time. This is Johnson. He's got it. Give him 16 yards on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to throw again. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now Simeon. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
False start, offense. Still 2nd down.
Offense has been out there a while. This is their 14th play in this series. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Here's Booker. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And that is incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And McManus able to put it through. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now San Diego getting set to go. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And over the middle, it's LaFell. And he's brought down after a good game. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
He's got time in the pocket, throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time, and that'll bring up second down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Rivers. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody?
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Now after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now Norwood. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Simeon. He's got time. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Let's go. Green, 30.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. Now back to throw. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw here on first down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Simeon. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Devontae Booker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes. Look at your timeouts. Make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through.
So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. We focus our attention now on the Broncos defense. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining, but a first down likely ends this thing.
And it looks like they are, to coin a phrase, on the defensive here, right? But in fact, the team on offense has to be really careful because they're going to attack like crazy. They got to cover the football, make sure they don't turn it over, and still find a way to finish off this game despite the extra pressure that's going to come their way.
Do you pack it in for a run here on first down?
I think that you do. That's how you have to play it. But at the same time, you're telling your ball carrier, both arms over the football, body, everything else, because they will do everything possible to try and knock it free.
Rivers here to throw. Right side catch. This is Gates. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Rivers. Gates has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And now a first down following that long gain.
Read 80.
Now Rivers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now it's 2nd and goal. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. They'll come up with split backs in the backfield. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Right there. 54-1.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.